DocTalk is brought to you by Merck Animal Health, the science of healthier animals.
Hey folks, Dr. Dan from DocTalk here. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to have a great show. We have Dr. Mark Hilton from Elanco Animal Health, who's been a practitioner for 30-some years in Iowa and at Purdue University. We're going to talk today about how you can build a calendar for your cow herd when it comes to breeding, health, and many other practices.
As dependable as the sunrise, in dairy parlors, open pastures, on ranches and feed yards across America. A place where reputation is more than a name, where the science of healthier animals is a way of life. It's the responsibility that drives who we are and what we do. Every decision, every day. It's your livelihood and our responsibility.
Closed caption brought to you by AgriLabs, the perfect pairing of performance and value.
This segment brought to you by the new Hired Hand Portable Cow Sprayer. For more information, visit cowsprayer.com. Dr. Hilton?
How you doing?
Good. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Folks, Dr. Mark Hilton's my guest today, and we're going to talk about building a cow-calf calendar for your herd, a calendar for your cow-calf herd. And Dr. Hilton just kind of set the stage. We've had him on the show. We'll have more episodes with Dr. Hilton on the show. He is a wealth of knowledge. He's done so much for the veterinary profession, so much for the beef industry as a practitioner for well, really his whole career, whether he was in private practice or at Purdue University.
Yep.
You're
I'm a
practitioner. Right. And that's 33 plus years, and now as a technical consultant at Elanco Animal Health. And so glad to have you here. Let's jump into building this cow-calf herd health calendar. So folks, when you're sitting there, get your notepad out and start jogging down some notes, because now we're going to start showing you how you can build that calendar for you and your herd.
Great. So when I was in practice in Iowa, I saw lots of our herd owners that would call, I need to get this done, soon. And things wouldn't always get done on time. And so I said to different producers, I said, how about if we just sat down and kind of grabbed a calendar and made a list of things we need to do at different times of the year. And they said, oh yeah, I'd like to have a schedule. I'd like that. And we actually kept it in our office. This was pre-computer days early in practice, Dan, I'm a little older than you. So, we had a chart, and the gals in the office could go back and they would get the right vaccine or do the right things. But I think having a system rather than just leaving things to chance. Cattle are an investment in your operation. It's a part of your business, and you need to do it like that. My corn farmers did everything by the calendar and on a schedule. So this was not different to them, and so that's what we did. So my first question was, when do you want to start calving? When is the weather conducive for you to calve outside? So those calves can be born out in nature, not in a barn where we're going to have disease problems. And then they would give me that date. I'd say, okay, that starts our calendar. So do you want to breed your heifers ahead of your cows? Do you want your heifers to calve 2 weeks, 3 weeks before your cows to give them more chance to get rebred? The environment's better. Your enthusiasm for calving difficulties is higher early in the calving season than it is late in the calving season.
Absolutely.
But a lot of them would say, no, I don't want to calve the heifers sooner because that's going to put them in an environmental stress. So that's fine. So we calve the heifers and the cows together. So how long do you want to calve with the heifers? I think that they should not be calving the heifers as long as the cows. If they're going to start the heifers ahead of the cow herd by a couple of weeks, I'm okay with calving the heifers for maybe 42 days. But if they say, no, I'm going to start the heifers, and let's just say it's March 23rd, they're going to start calving cows and heifers, 30 days for heifers. And I really put a lot of pressure on that heifer. I want the heifers, I have a small herd of my own, and I jokingly say, I go out and I show the heifer this piece of paper that says, here's the rules. You want to be a cow or not? Because rule number one is, I want 12 to 15-year commitment from you. And if that heifer says, oh, I was thinking maybe 6 years and then I'd come up open and take a year off, no, she's a feedlot heifer. So getting high fertility heifers. So that's where we start the whole calendar, based on when the cows calve and when the heifers calve.
Perfect. So we got our calendar off and running. We got our calving dates set for our heifers and our cows. Come back and join us here with Dr. Mark Hilton. We're going to continue on this calendar.
Say this is a calf that's been run through the chute a few too many times. Going through the chute stresses cattle, causing them not to eat like they should. Luckily, Pyramid 5 plus Presponse SQ provides proven protection against key respiratory diseases in a single shot, with just one trip through the chute. Talk to your veterinarian about Pyramid 5 plus Presponse SQ, and soon your calves will relax and eat like a whole different animal.
Still using ineffective fly tags on your cattle? It's time to eliminate fleas, ticks, flies, lice, and parasites, and at the same time, give them a shiny coat, making them more valuable. One fly tag can cost $2.50, but you can do this all for about a nickel a head. Introducing the Cow Sprayer, designed and built in the U.S. The Cow Sprayer is portable, solar-powered, and comes with a 25 or 40-gallon tank. Eliminate parasites for about 5 cents a head with the Cow Sprayer. Cowsprayer.com.
Do your cattle struggle with pink eye, BRD, or another disease? Contact Newport Laboratories for a customized solution. Our custom-made vaccines are produced using the specific diseases found in your area. These USDA licensed vaccines offer potential cost savings on vaccine and labor. Contact your veterinarian or Newport Laboratories the next time your cattle are in need of a custom solution. Newport Laboratories custom-made vaccine, because every situation is different.
This segment brought to you by the new Hired Hand Portable Cow Sprayer. For more information, visit cowsprayer.com.
Hey folks, welcome back to DocTalk. Dr. Dan Thomson here with Dr. Mark Hilton. And Dr. Hilton is a veterinarian, bovine veterinarian, cow-calf specialist, has worked many years in practice, both in DeWitt, Iowa, and at Purdue University, now a technical consultant at Elanco Animal Health. We're discussing building that calendar for your cow herd.
Right.
So we've defined when we're going to start calving.
Right.
What's next?
Yeah. So on the cows, I think a 65-day calving season is ideal for a lot of herds, and the research would prove that out. Shorter than that, may not get that 90 to 95% pregnancy rate that we would want. Longer than that, now you've got not a uniform calf crop, greater chance of health issues, so try to get it there.
Let me back up, because you said 30 days
on the heifers, if you're calving them right when the cows are starting. Yeah.
So
that gives them 2 chances to get bred.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's it.
Gotcha. No, and then you're like you're saying, that sets it up for kind of a selection on the most fertile heifers of the ones you're going to keep for your cows.
Because a late calving heifer has 2 options the next year. Calve late again, not good, or be open, really not good. So why start with a problem? So we start with heifers, and when I've worked with herds over the years that have had fertility issues, and if I've been able to convince them to calve their heifers for between 30 and 42 days, trying to think how many have gone back to calving them for 65 or more days. None, because they see the value in that. One of the things that I did for one of my producers, because they were pretty much calving year-round, and they said, we got to get this under control. And I said, in this environment, I think a spring calving season, middle of March to about the middle of May, and then a fall season about 1st of September to the end of October would work for you. Do you think that would work? They said yes. So I actually made a spreadsheet program and got some help from some other people putting it together, where you put in the dates you want to calve, and it populates when you do everything on the calendar. And I've got my own website, and it's on the website, so people want to look
What's
at it.
What's that website?
It's mwbeefcattle.com.
That's
So
right.
Midwest Beef Cattle Consultants is the name of my business, and mwbeefcattle.com. So if they look under educational tools, then spreadsheets, they'll find it there. And they can take it and use it. Veterinarians can grab it, take my name off the top, put your name of your veterinary clinic on. Now, you can't change the colors. It's black and gold for Purdue, so that's it. No purple. No purple. But you put in the dates you want the animals to calve, and it populates the whole thing, and now you've got a calendar. And you take that to your veterinarian, or the veterinarian sits down with the producer and says, okay, so it looks like here we need to give our pre-breeding vaccinations to the cows and heifers. It looks like this would be the date to semen check the bull, because we need to get that done ahead of time. Here's the day the bull goes in. Here's the day the bull goes out. If you want an AI, you can put that in there and make this calendar. So everything is run like a business.
Yeah.
You know, it's not by the seat of your pants and, oh my gosh, we're picking corn. Yeah, we were supposed to wean the calves a month and a half ago. That doesn't happen anymore. Things get done on a schedule.
Yeah, when we used to get the corn planter disease
Right.
in our farmer feeders,
Yes.
and some of the guys that I used to work with, you know, everything that was going on out in the field superseded anything that would go on with the animals.
Right.
And then we'd come back to the animals and go, oh, I wonder when that happened.
Right. Yeah, I've practiced in Illinois, or in Indiana and Iowa, so 2 big corn states. Yes.
Big corn
Yep.
states. Okay, well, let's take a break. And when we come back, we're going to start getting into some of those specifics then as to what we see with the calendar and things that are dates that maybe we need to circle and things that we need to pay attention to. You're watching Doc Talk. Thanks for joining us. More after these messages.
Some call it a come-from-behind victory, an unlikely win, a reversal of fortune, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. This is our moment, our victory dance, because we choose confidence. We choose Zuprevo for BRD treatment. Ask your veterinarian to prescribe Zuprevo. Zuprevo is a fast-acting, long-lasting BRD treatment that you can count on to get the job done. Choose confidence. Choose Zuprevo from Merck Animal Health.
If my calves start healthy and stay healthy, I've got a good shot at making money. That is why I trust Clostrix. It gives my calves the protection they need until their own immune systems kick in.
Calf raisers trust Colostrix colostrum supplements. Colostrix is USDA licensed and proven effective. When your money is on the line, trust Colostrix.
I've always had an interest in care for the animals and their well-being. Really what we want to do is work hard to eliminate as much feedlot lameness or beef cattle lameness as possible.
How we feed a cow on a daily basis can not only have daily effects, but they can also have long-term effects on claw health, reproductive performance, mammary health, all of those factors as we look at the inputs and the response that the animal has to what we feed them.
When animals have adequate intake of effective nutrients, we take care of the immune system and performance follows. It's important that the consumers understand our dedication to the well-being of these animals.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply.
Hey folks, welcome back to Doc Talk. We have a special guest here, Dr. Mark Hilton, who's a technical consultant with Elanco Animal Health. He's also a wealth of knowledge when it comes to bovine practitioners. I've been listening to him even before I was a veterinary student, and even as a student, and then as a student of the trade. Dr. Hilton has provided me with mentorship and things in practice, tools that I've just really appreciate.
Thank
all you do. We're talking about setting up that calendar. And I just love this idea because I think that it's so easy what you've done with your website, so easy for producers and practitioners to work together. You know, instead of coming in there and saying, hey, we're going to work cattle tomorrow. Right. Can you give me the vaccine? Or on a Sunday afternoon, yes. You get the phone call. Might get to fish a little more.
Right, exactly.
But anyway, talk to me about the next step in the calendar or things that we look at.
Right. So the herd health veterinarian should do this with the owner. That's not my job. I haven't been on the farm. I don't want them calling me. You don't want them calling you, because the herd health veterinarian is the one that has that knowledge. You know, when do they put in fly tags? When is the optimum time to do that? You know, when should they implant the calves? What product should they use? What vaccine should they use? That's their decision based on the research that they've read. So all those things, and every herd's going to be different. You know, there is so many different vaccines out there that you can use. If you vaccinate for everything, you know, the poor calf's going to leak when he drinks, and you know, so that's not the goal. Is to vaccinate for the things that you really need to make sense that you're doing those things. But one of the main things this program does, it puts that weaning date of those calves somewhere in that 180-day range. Okay. You know, 205 was what we always did when I was a kid back home, and that's those calves are too old. Get that calf off sooner, get them on feed a little bit sooner. And again, we're not weaning the calf based on when we're done picking corn. And the herds that I've worked with, again, that have gone from weaning in November in Indiana and Iowa, where the weather is miserable, miserable weather, they're finally done picking corn. So that calf, and really, realistically, that calf for the last month or two has probably been gaining 1 pound a day, because pastures are poor. Maybe cows are on corn stalks by now. So it's nutritional fraud to that calf. Get him weaned off. Yep. So a lot of these herds are weaning about middle of September. Yeah, that's right about the time they're picking corn. But if they vaccinated this calf ahead of time, the immune system's working, they wean these calves, it's easy. The calves do great. The herds that I've worked with that we've moved their weaning time from somewhere late October, November into September when the weather's better, 100% of them stay with September. They can't believe the difference. Some of them even have told me the weaning weights were no different. So they said when we were weaning in the middle of November, those calves really weren't gaining anything from the end of September to November. You know, they were just surviving out there with the cow. Now the cow's body condition score is poorer going into winter. You know, it's a big circle of problems to have. Get the calf off the cow, and the program on my website, you punch it in there, it's going to tell you, here's your ideal weaning date for those calves. I've even got a section on there that tells what to do with your bulls if you have this tremendously long calving season, because people say, well, I don't have any place to put the bulls. It tells you where to put the bulls. So that's a little bonus that I put on there.
This is great. So set that calving date, calving season, determine when you're going to wean. Lots of things you can drive off of those two decisions. When we come back, we'll do a wrap-up on how to build your cow-calf calendar for health in your herd.
Did you know long-range planning through the checkoff can help keep your business profitable? To successfully pass on cattle operations from one generation to the next, it's important to promote beef and keep farms and ranches profitable. Your beef checkoff helps do that.
I'm Will Townsend. I'm part of Townsend Ranch. It's a ranch my grandparents started. They actually raised their family and started growing their cow herd right here. I would be the third generation on the ranch, and daughter and expecting a son would be the fourth generation on the ranch. The beef checkoff has done a lot of things for the beef industry. The biggest thing, when you look at it from a 30,000 foot view, is that it's brought a lot of different segments together to promote beef. And I don't think that is done easily. I think that's a very big feat.
And when the checkoff dollar is collected, the money is spent for educational purposes. A lot of them are national programs, and the state takes the national programs and runs with them. So not only do our own local producers benefit from that, but nationally.
Yes, I really like the research and development aspect of the beef checkoff. Adding value and development of new products, new beef cuts, things like the flat iron steak. That's a huge deal, again, that with a segmented industry probably wouldn't have been done without the beef checkoff. And then both domestic and foreign marketing is something that really probably wouldn't be done by different segments of the industry without them all coming together. Again, that probably wouldn't have been done without the beef checkoff.
And I don't know who would promote our product if we who are raising it don't promote it ourselves.
Still using ineffective fly tags on your cattle? It's time to eliminate fleas, ticks, flies, lice, and parasites, and at the same time, give them a shiny coat, making them more valuable. One fly tag can cost $2.50, but you can do this all for about a nickel a head. Introducing the Cow Sprayer, designed and built in the U.S. The Cow Sprayer is portable, solar-powered, and comes with a 25 or 40-gallon tank. Eliminate parasites for about 5 cents a head with the Cow Sprayer. Cowsprayer.com.
Hello friends, I'm Ernie Rodina.
And I'm Dawn Dawson with the Better Horses Radio Show.
For over 9 years, we've been bringing the Better Horses Radio Show to markets all across the Midwest. We talk about God, lots about horses.
We talk about cows, we talk about horse health, we talk to top trainers, and we even talk about Roy Rogers.
We're having a blast with Better Horses Radio Show and would love to take it to a market near you.
So visit our website at betterhorsesradio.com and let us or your local radio station know you'd like to hear it in your area.
The Better Horses Radio Show is unbelievable.
It's easy to spot the man who uses Synanthic. With lower volume and less waste, Synanthic steps up your deworming routine. Get more deworming with less dewormer at Synanthic.com.
Beringer Ingelheim Vet Medica Inc. knows the importance of beef quality assurance and asks you to step up and get certified. Go to bqa.org for details.
This segment is brought to you by the Beef Quality Assurance Program and the Kansas Beef Council, improving animal care and beef safety for more than 20 years.
Hey folks, welcome back to DocTalk. Dr. Dan Thomson here with Dr. Mark Hilton. We're at Kansas State University. And this has been a great show. It's one of those things that I can just see, folks. You go into the website, and again, that website is mwbeefcattle.com. Yep. All one word. It's right here on the bottom of the screen. mwbeefcattle.com. And Dr. Hilton has done so much work to prepare this. But again, you're using it to drive certain dates, drive the rest of the calendar.
Right. Yeah. Right. So it's under educational tools. I've got some videos there too if they want to take a look at those on calving and things, but I've got some spreadsheets. They can have any of them that they want, no charge. But I made this because I had a producer that came to me and said, I've got this long calving season. I don't know how to get it solved. And I said, would a calendar work for you? And they said, yeah. So I made this for this one client. And after he and I tweaked it many times to make it good, I thought, geez, I should use this for other people too. I put a lot of hours into it, so let's use it. And so the key to the whole thing is when's the ideal calving season for you? And for a lot of people, it's later than what they think it is. Most places in the United States, I've looked at calendars. The first day of spring is March 21st. So if you're calving in February, that would be winter calving, not spring calving. And so if you truly want to calve in the spring, then you're going to start calving after the 21st of March. That may not be ideal. I don't know, for your environment. In the Southeast, that probably wouldn't be the time, but I've not practiced down there. Your veterinarian can help you. Set that calving date, breed the heifers for a short amount of time, 30 to 42 days, that's it. Keep more heifers back than you normally do because you're going to have reduced conception rate when you breed them for a shorter time. But don't allow your herd to have a late calving heifer. So get her in the swing right off the bat. So you got the date your heifers are going to start calving, the date your cows are going to start calving. It asks you what day you want to preg check your cows, and then what day it tells you what day you should wean your calves based on when you start calving. And again, if they have a herd that's calving for a long period of time and they don't know what to do with their bulls, and the bulls are out with the cows for 7 months, and that's why they calve for 7 months, there's a little side part on the website that shows what to do with the bulls if you can have 2 calving seasons, a spring and a fall season. I've had many people use it, and they've said it's been really helpful getting their herd run like a business. And that's what it is.
Well, we had the same thing in feed yards. The feed trucks were on a regimented time schedule. Yes. And then the animal health was kind of, well, we're going to get the pens rode and we're going to doctor. And I went through and made a daily calendar for feedlot crews to keep everybody busy, keep everything moving forward so that we get done earlier.
Right. Yeah.
And this probably saves people a lot of time by just having the time periods mapped out.
Yeah, it really helps the efficiency of the whole thing, and I love efficiency. I love a schedule, and I love efficiency. So this is right down my alleyway.
Well, perfect, and thank you for being on the show today. Thank you for watching DocTalk. It's been a great show here with Dr. Mark Hilton. Remember, always work with your local veterinarian. Right. And if you want to know more about what we do at DocTalk, you can find us on the web at www.doctalktv.com. I'm Dr. Dan Thomson here with Dr. Mark Hilton, and we'll see you down the road.
Closed caption brought to you by AgriLabs, the perfect pairing of performance and value.
For more information about this program or previous programs, go to DocTalkTV.com. DocTalk was brought to you by Merck Animal Health, the science of healthier animals.